Hi everyone, my name is Jordan and today I'm going to be covering the Ralph Lauren Corporation. So the agenda for today, I'm going to introduce the company, cover the versatility of the company, their finances, the philanthropy that they're involved in, how they're expanding, my research question, method, and what I found from it, and wrapping up with the conclusion and talking about the future of the company and wrapping it up with some questions as well. So just an introduction to the company. It was founded in 1967 by American fashion designer Ralph Lauren. They actually had their 50th anniversary this year, 2017. And they actually started off by just making business ties out of a small cramped office space in the Empire State Building. And they are now headquartered in New York, New York. So continuing with the introduction, the company is most well known for their preppy Americana style. That's the vibe that they try to give off. And they're most notable for creating the short sleeve collared polo shirt with their famous logo on it. And just a fun fact, people think that Ralph Lauren played polo, but he has never stepped foot on a polo field. And all the picture shows ads, and you can see how they're very light and airy and very Americana, and that's the style that they go for, and that's what they're most notably known for. The company is extremely versatile, and that's why people are so drawn to them, because they cater to everyone. They don't just offer one product, they offer so much, and they always stay true to their brand identity. They know the look that they're going for, they know that they fit into that Americana style, and they're true to that, and they don't try to step out of that. So people come back to them because they're extremely reliable, and they actually coined the term of being a lifestyle brand because they don't just have one product. They have clothes, fragrances, house decor, paint, they sell everything. So they're considered a lifestyle brand, and they were actually the first company to own their own line of retail stores. Ralph Lauren was the first designer to have his own line of stores. Like I said, they offer clothing, fragrances, cosmetics, and home goods, and things like that. They offer everything. So just some financial tidbits. Their net worth is estimated at almost $8 billion, and in the year 2012 alone, they brought in 6.9. And since they introduced themselves on the stock market, they've had a 21-year growth. They were introduced on the stock market 15 years ago, and out of 15 of those years, they've seen a growth in 14 of them. So the company is growing in revenue financially every single year. A lot of people don't know about the company is that they're heavily involved in philanthropy. They really have an emphasis on being socially and environmentally conscious. So some things that they cover that they really focus on environmental-wise is the design of their products, how they're using their energy, efficient transportation, day-to-day operations, advertisement and employee engagement, and external organizations. So for example, their stores are green building certified, which means that they recycle their products, they use efficient LED lighting and things of that matter, and they also just switch their bags to poly bags in all of their stores, which has 40% recycled material in them. So they're really environmentally friendly, and they're focused on making sure that they're helping the earth out. And this is actually a quote from Ralph Lauren at the bottom that says, "To preserve and protect the diverse beauty of the earth and its natural resources for future generations is an obligation we all share, and our company is committed to that trust every day." So this quote shows how Ralph Lauren is really very involved in making sure that his company has a good brand image and that they're being socially and environmentally conscious in everything that they do. So continuing with the philanthropy, they actually have a nonprofit organization that's called the Ralph Lauren Center for Cancer Care and Prevention, and it was founded in the year 2000 in partnership with the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, which is the nation's largest and leading cancer treatment center. Like I said, it's a nonprofit organization, and they offer financial assistance and easy access treatment to cancer patients and to people that are socially and economically challenged that wouldn't otherwise be able to get the care. This is what their philanthropy does. They provide care for people with cancer. So they're also really focused on expanding their brand. A big part of any company is expanding. So they started expanding by buying back all of their licenses and introducing new products. So by buying back their licenses, this is going to generate royalties for them based on the revenue from their licensed products. And some of the licensed products are Club Monaco, Polo Ralph Lauren, and Lauren by Ralph Lauren. And by buying back these licenses, it brings back the exclusivity of the product because it's true to them and it's their brand specifically. They're also expanding overseas as well. The president of the company actually just ended up a scouting tour going overseas and trying to scout out new investors and new stockholders. And they've actually started opening up new high-end stores in China and in other places in Europe. and they've started selling their products to more stores in Europe. And analysts say that by by expanding overseas, that they're going to bring in an extra $2.5 billion of revenue. They are also working on expanding online, so they're adding additional products to their website, they're adding more online deals, and they're selling more products across other websites. They just made a deal with Amazon where they're going to be selling more products through Amazon, and Amazon is one of the largest retailers, so by doing business with them, it's going to guarantee them some new generated revenue as well. So the research question that I cover is what aspects of the Ralph Lauren Corporation make them a viable employer option, and how does their future look for them? So the research method that I chose, I did a series of polling. So my first poll says, how often do you find yourself wanting a Ralph Lauren product? And 48% voted never, 42% voted occasionally, and 10% voted often. And my next question was, do you believe that Ralph Lauren has been an influential brand in the fashion industry? And 67% voted yes, and 33% voted no. And my last question was, do you believe that the Ralph Lauren brand has a good or bad reputation / image? And 85% of people who voted good. So based on this research, I found that although that people are becoming less interested in the products themselves, that it's still very influential, and people really believe that they have really been an influential company, and the public still views them with an extremely positive image. So in conclusion, the company is going to continue to expand in America and overseas, online, and by opening new stores, and by staying clear to their brand identity, they're going to remain one of the top providers of retail. That is all. Is there any questions?
What made this company stick out to you?
What stuck out to me, I've actually been following them since I've been a kid. So they're one of the top providing retailers, so I just grew up with them, and I'm into fashion myself, so I've been following their brand fashion-wise and also leading into the other products that they sell. So I've just been following it my whole life, so, and they're a Fortune 500 company, so I figured that I would do it on them.
Is Ralph Lauren still involved in the company?
Yeah, Ralph Lauren is actually, he's not the president of the company anymore. He stepped down when they went public. Although he's not the president anymore, he's still really influential in the company. He still has a say in everything that they do, and every line that they release, and every new product that they release. He still has a say in everything, and he still owns a big majority of the stock that they have. So yeah, he's very involved in the company.
Do you know any internships they're offering now?
Yeah, I don't know as of right now, but I know that they do offer internships every year in a lot of different areas like marketing and business and accounting and all things like that. And it's actually it's a very competitive internship, but they do offer internships.